Hello, my name's Hemingway Jones and welcome to the channel. So, why fountain pens? I mean, why not fountain pens? But still, what is it about writing that drives us to obsession? It's an interesting question because you go back and there must have been the first who took a rock, scratched it against a wall and made a mark, and it was something lasting. So pens already are an outdated technology. It's something we've gone beyond, not just with typewriters, but computers and voice command and everything else. So what is the enduring, lasting appeal of a pen? I think it has something to do about the tactile nature of holding something in your hand, of driving it across the page and seeing the nib create an ink pool that you're troweling into words or into a drawing, that you're making a mark that's individual to you. When you dictate to a computer, there's nothing individual about it. It's just your voice into a computer, and then there's something appearing in Times New Roman. Whereas your handwriting is very individual to you, or your print writing, or whatever it is, any mark you make, it's yours. And that can drive an obsession because there's so many variables within a simple pen that can take you out to extremes. Many people are happy with ballpoints. It's a simple line, it comes out very uniform, and it's very reliable until it runs out. And then you toss it and you buy something else. Then you might get into a rollerball obsession. Rollerballs are a little smoother than a ballpoint. They make an even more interesting line, and they last a bit longer. But once you get into fountain pens, now you've graduated to the sort of obsession that's almost unparalleled among any other pursuit. I mean, watches. Yeah, you can get pretty carried away with watches. But with fountain pens, you have multiple types of nibs, multiple types of material, fill mechanisms, colors of ink, materials. You can probably combine an unlimited amount of variables into your own unique writing experience. And I think that's where obsession starts to bite. That's where it grabs you, holds you, and inspires your imagination for something different. If not more, just different. You've been writing with a fine point for years. Well, what's it like to write with a stub nib? What's that experience like? Maybe you like the stub nib in steel. So you get curious about the gold nib, and you go from there. Before you know it, you're completely obsessed. I am a collector, but I'm not a crazy collector. I own somewhere around 40 fountain pens. That's not crazy. I know people who have hundreds, almost thousands of pens. I wouldn't even say that's crazy. Life's short. Whatever makes you happy. The allure to me is smoothness. I am chasing the most smooth writing experience I can find. And you can find it with the Mont Blanc 149. This is one smooth pen. It is a very enjoyable writing experience, but it's not alone. There are other ones that compare. The Pilot 823 is another incredibly smooth writer, and this one has a vac fill system, which is something else entirely. The one thing that's really important to me is it's not about the thing. I think some people get the wrong idea that you have a Mont Blanc and you want to brag to everyone that you have some kind of an expensive writing instrument, but most people don't know what a Mont Blanc is. And sure, there's this small subgroup of us writers who do. And maybe somebody would be impressed, but who cares? It's not about that. It's about the romance of the item. It's about the story. It's about the history of these different brands. This is an Esterbrook Esty, for instance. It's a new version, a new take on their classic legacy brand. And Esterbrook has been one of my favorite pens. When I was a child, people were still using them. They were still around, and I've always seen them. I bought them myself when I hit my 20s and 30s. And just great writing pens, and to see the name back and out there means so much. There's so much legacy and so much history wrapped up in this item that every time you write it, it makes that experience that much more rich for me because it's part of this legacy, this Esterbrook legacy that's been out there for 70, 80, who knows how many years since they've been founded. It's very impressive and it's very intoxicating. So I'll be speaking about fountain pens quite a bit on this channel, and I'll be showing different ones and what they do and how they write and what they mean, but I won't get so much into the technical specs. I think other people do that much better, and I just don't have access to that many pens to really get into that and to why you should buy them. But what I will do and what I will share is what the romance of it is, what the history is, what it means, how it writes, and who you are while you write with it. And to me, that's what makes an item special. It's you expressing your personality through an item, whether it's a fountain pen, a watch, or whatever. We're all expressing who we are every minute of the day. So why not do it with specificity and with a writing instrument that really portrays what you think of yourself and your world? If you like this video, please hit the like button. Also, comment what you want to see in future videos, and please subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.